Hello YouTube, it's Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? Man, I hope you're doing well. It's time again for another knife of the day. This is the series where I go through my collection one knife at a time, one day at a time. I love to see the comments from past knife of the day videos. That means you're in the playlist, and I really love that. We've been doing this for over a year. We're coming towards the end of my collection, obviously. It's a pretty sizable collection. We've been doing it for a year. We still have some knives to go. I'm also a Spyderco Collectors Club member, number 23. So as new Spyderco knives come out, I'll get them early, and they will be on this channel as knife of the day. So this will continue, but we'll also be doing my pocket dump deconstructions until the next knives come in. And so I'm saying that to say tomorrow expect a pocket dump deconstruction. In that video, there are 3 knives every video because I'm talking about the 2 that I'm carrying and the 1 that I almost carried. Cigars, silver coins, all kinds of funness. All right. But today, we're talking about some new knives. We're going to do all 4 of them because there are 4 variations. And they're not new knives, but they're variations on an older knife. I'm really excited about this. And when I say that, sometimes people don't believe it. You know, on this channel, so go check out the playlist. All of the knives of the days are on this channel, on the playlist, knife of the day. We also have pocket dump deconstructions. I did that for over a year and a half daily. So there's a bunch of those you can look at. So, you know, there's still a lot of knives. If you haven't checked out all the knives, go check them out one at a time. You'll see some expensive knives there. But I'm always excited when I get to talk about Spyderco's value folders. There's a range within Spyderco where the knives are very inexpensive. This is the Spyderco Efficient, and that's the knife of the day, the Spyderco Efficient. This is a special one. It's Blue Ridge knives exclusive, and that's because they have green G10. The regular Efficient and almost all of the value folders, and if you look at the playlist, I've done all of the value folders. Most of the value folders have black G10. They're called value folders because, for instance, this Efficient, which is a great size for me with a 3-inch blade, is around $40. Okay? So it's a real nice knife. I started with the value folders. So I know I have a lot of beginners or people just starting to collect knives watching these videos, and I love that. If you want to start with Spyderco, start with the value folders. There are now 6 or 7 value folders in the line, which means you could literally collect 7 knives and never spend more than $100. In fact, I think all of them, the most expensive is like $70. So you can take your time, and what you get out of that is you get that classic shape of the blade. I call it a Spyderco leaf shape. Yeah, it's a drop point blade, but Spyderco, you'll see throughout their line, their expensive knives, you'll see a classic leaf shape with a lot of their knives. You'll also get super sharp out of the box. When I started collecting, I collected the Spyderco value folders. Those were my first knives. And let me tell you, I went through a box of Band-Aids. Be careful. Now I can talk and close and open knives because my back mind has been trained after bleeding so much. These come out of the box like all Spyderco, super sharp. So that's great. You also get a full flat ground blade. Spyderco is kind of known for that too. They do other compounded blades, but the vast majority of their knives are full flat ground. That means they slice very nice. This is a great EDC knife. That's everyday carry knife. Just great. I love these knives. And I love that they're doing a lot of variations with them as well. This is the 3-inch knife. Again, there are 7 different ones. Go check it out on a playlist. And these knives cover every single size that you'd ever want. Super small to super big. The Efficient for me is my favorite. It's a 3-inch knife, which is great. Now, how do they get them? The construction is wonderful. It feels substantial in your hand. How do they get the price down? Well, it really comes to the steel. Okay? A lot on my channel, a lot on everyone's channel, you start hearing about Crucible's S30V steel and HAP 40 and all these different steels. This is a Japanese, this is a Chinese-made knife, so it's inexpensive in that way. But really, it's the blade steel. This steel is 8CR13 MOV. 8CR13 MOV. All of the value folders, except for maybe one that has BD1 steel, which again, a less expensive American-made steel that they shipped over to China to get them to put into one of their value folders. Most of them are 8CR13 MOV. It's a good steel. It's just not a super steel. It'll cut. Okay? So it's very nice. That's how they keep the price down. But let's talk about this. I love the fact that you get a lot of the Spyderco norms. You get the leaf shape, the forward choil, which I go crazy about. With Spyderco, they do a 50-50 choil. They don't want to take up too much of the blade steel or too much of the handle. So they split the responsibility for that forward choil for your index finger. And I really like that. You see that? So, and this is a liner lock. G10, you'll see that on a lot of knives, but especially Spyderco. The variation is that this is green G10. A regular one would be black G10. You get the regular clip, and it's right hand or left hand. You can move it either way. Tip up only. A lot of times on Spydercos you get 4-way clips. Left hand, right hand, tip up or tip down. This is tip up only. It has a substantial steel liners. They are skeletonized. That means they have emptied out holes in the liners to help with the weight of it. They are skeletonized, but man, these are thick liners. And they have a back spacer of stainless steel as well. This is stainless steel. So this little knife, remember, 3-inch blade, the entire size is just 7 inches. It weighs 4.1 ounces. It's a little on the heavy side, but man, it's so substantial. I like that feeling, right? Because it does give you that substantial weight. It has jimping right here to help place your thumb right on top of the blade. Just a real nice knife. When it goes inside, that's why you can see Spyderco is really good at this. It feels great in the hand. It's rounded out. However you carry it, everything fits just perfect, and that choil helps. But you'll see this weird shape in the handle. I love, even some of the Spyderco folks joke about people saying, especially early on, how ugly their knives are, but they feel so great in the hand. So sometimes they'll do away with the look so that it feels great in the hand, but also you have that big leaf-shaped blade and it hides away. So when it fits in the pocket, there's not a lot of a hump. Some of Spyderco's, because their trademark is that hole, sometimes they go through great lengths to include a hole, and so you get a hump up there. This really fits in the pocket well, but it's not a thin knife. Inexpensive, like I said, around $40. This, again, special because of the green. And you see it in different variations. So Blue Ridge knives exclusive with the green G10. And that, okay, and it has this, it has a combo blade, half serrated, and half plain edge. That's a perfect EDC knife. Help you cut rope faster. It cuts everything fast, but also you have the plain edge as well. And then, of course, they've done it again with a black blade, black coated blade. Everything else is the same. Same with the combo blade, serrated on the bottom, plain edge on the 50% on the top. Ah, just a nice knife. I really love it. Yeah, it's value folders because it's inexpensive. There are a lot of different colored G10s on these knives. And so not only do you get the first 7-ish knives in the series, all different sizes, it's great to be able to get that and then decide which size you prefer. From super small to medium to very big knife. Also, if you see people with different kind of scales, you can change the scales. If you want to see what's inside of a knife, you don't lose that much practicing on a value folder knife. But you not only have those 7, there are also a lot of different colors of knives out there in this value folder. So you could end up literally with 20, 25 knives, never spending more than $70-something and having a significant collection of EDC knives. I like that. So you don't have to go. I'm happy that you're watching this, and I watch custom knives that I can't afford all the time, videos day in and day out. I love them. But you don't have to stretch. Don't get in debt ever for a knife. You don't have to stretch. This is a real nice knife. So there you have it. The knife of the day actually is 4. It's the Blue Ridge Knives exclusive with green G10 of the Spyderco Efficient, a 3-inch blade knife. You have it in satin, a combo blade. You have it black coated with all the black hardware. You see how they blacked out the hardware as well. And the combo blade, all for around $40 or so. There you have it. That's the knife of the day. Tomorrow on this channel, we're going back to pocket dump deconstructions. And so you'll get a chance to see 3 knives and cigars, and we'll chat. And then as new knives come, also I still have some case knives and others that we need to go through. So we'll go through those too, but that'll be the combination every single day right before I run to work late. Hey you guys, thanks for being there. If you know someone interested in knives that are new to it, if someone in your family or friends, pass along this video. People don't slow down to talk about the value folders because we're so hyped and excited that we can get these fancy knives. But man, I love the value folders. That's the first thing I recommend to people who are getting used to knives. Thank you all. Don't forget to subscribe, share the videos, turn on your notifications. This weekend, another sale. Yeah, there'll be some Chris Reeve knives in there as well, and other knives too. You guys have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Hey, try to stay cool in the U.S. It is really summertime. Try to stay cool. You guys have a perfect day. Goodbye.